What up YouTube? It's your boy ABC Delicious. I'm back yet again with another video. First and foremost, I wanted to apologize about the lack of videos. I've just been lazy, and also with the holiday season that just passed, a little bit busy. You're not here to hear my excuses or my mea culpa, so let me get into this. So for today's video, I want to talk about a movie that I just saw with a bunch of my friends recently, which was Aquaman. Now, I kind of have I like Marvel, I like DC as well as Image. Now, Marvel has obviously been killing the game as far as, like, in my opinion, establishing the MCU as well as releasing really good movies. Whereas DC kind of have a, I don't want to say bitter or acrimonious history with them, but not the best history. Let me see here. Man of Steel, pretty good. In my opinion, could have been better. Batman vs Superman, in my opinion, was trash. Let me see here. Don't get me started on Green Lantern, obviously. I love you, Ryan Reynolds, but oof, that was a tough watch. So, but there's good news. Wonder Woman, which I thoroughly enjoyed and thought was a really phenomenal movie, or not phenomenal, maybe like really good movie. So I came in seeing if Aquaman could kind of continue the success, and just went in with kind of lowered expectations. Now, I'm going to try to do my best not to have any spoilers in the video, so please bear with me. I would say for the movie itself, Jason Momoa, who was like looking so swole, like my goodness, he did a good job of being Aquaman. Because if you think of Aquaman when I was growing up, or when we were growing up, sorry all you millennials, maybe you don't know, it's kind of a joke. Had blonde hair, no one took him seriously. Because every time you think about it, it's like, Superman, you gotta go out there and stop the meteor. Okay, Batman, you have to use your deductive reasoning and world-class detective skills to solve this crime. Green Lantern, you have to make this construct that will do something. Flash, you have to travel so fast that you can stop this impending doom that's about to befall Earth. But Aquaman, it's just like, all right, you just stay in the water. If we need someone to talk to dolphins, we'll hit you up right away. So it's kind of like, I felt like the movie, you gotta kind of eradicate or dispel any preconceived notions people might have about Aquaman. So I think Jason Momoa did a really good job of doing that, and also James Wan, right? The director did a really good job. If you guys aren't familiar with his work, you can go watch all of his horror movie stuff. I'm not really a big fan of horror movies. Yes, I'm very sensitive, I guess. He did The Conjuring. Was it Conjuring 2? Okay, one of those. Conjuring. I know he did Fast 7, which remains one of my favorite Fast and the Furious movies. You know, they're all good, but you know, that's neither here nor there. As well as, I think he did A Nun. I didn't see that. Don't have any desire to see that, but you know, if you guys think it's a really good movie, or there's any other movies you think I should see by him, comment down below. So anyway, going back to the movie, I think Jason Momoa, he brought like a intimidation, a danger to the movie. I think he did a really good job, kind of just to dispel kind of like the fruity Aquaman, or the, you know, I don't take you seriously Aquaman. He was a badass. He was jacked, obviously, and I think he did a good job of bringing some comedy and light to the movie at times, despite some hokey parts. Who else is in the movie? Amber Heard? My goodness. I'm not familiar with her work at all, but she's obviously physically stunning, and definitely, I think she's worthy to be queen of the movie. I don't think that's really a spoiler, but anyway. So, she was good in the movie. She had to kind of play like, you know, I need you, Aquaman, but I can also take care of myself, which I think she kind of dealt with those two aspects very nicely. Who else is in the movie? Willem Dafoe's in there. Haven't been in a movie where I thought Willem Dafoe let me down, so I think he was pretty good. The guy, oh God, I'm not racist. I probably should have done my prep. The black guy who played Black Manta, I'm not joking, or Mantis, he did a really good job too, I think. Although, in my man in the other videos had said this too. I don't know why. When I saw him, I just thought like Kevin Hart, even though it's not Kevin Hart and he's a lot taller than him. I don't know why. Maybe he just like some angles he kind of looked like him. So, it is what it is. I think they did the roles really well. The guy, Patrick Wilson, who plays his kind of embittered and defiant brother, Orm, he did a good job too. I think they did a good job because obviously Jason Momoa is physically intimidating. So I think the natural thing to do is kind of try to get an even bigger guy, but I don't think that would make sense. So not that I'm saying he's thin or anything, but just compared to Jason Momoa, he's not as, in my opinion, physically intimidating. So it kind of reminds me of, I know you DC and Marvel fanboys out there won't like this comparison, but it kind of reminded me of Thor and Loki. You know, Thor is kind of built and jacked, whereas Loki's more svelte and thin, like me. No, it kind of reminded me of that. So that kind of had that dynamic between Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson. So I think Patrick Wilson did a really good job. He had to kind of play, I'm the true ruler of Atlantis. I can do this. We don't need Aquaman. Aquaman's like a traitor, a half-breed. Now, the other side characters, Nicole Kidman's in there. Woo! I will never say a lady's age, but I know she's not 30 because she's been doing movies since I was a kid. And I don't know, Nicole Kidman still looks good. And she plays Aquaman's mom in the movie, and I'm just like, my goodness. Caucasian don't Asian, I don't know. There's no similar like black don't crack or Asians don't raisin, but she looked good in the movie, and it was kind of weird. It's interesting having her play the mom. Like, I guess she's gonna branch out and do those roles right now. But I think the movie did a good job of, because I was just curious, because it's one thing to read about Aquaman, the Aquaman comics, which I didn't really do, but that much, but having it all underwater. So I was wondering if it was going to look goofy or kind of silly, or like how the hair was going to be. But I thought overall it was pretty good. The special effects and all the kind of like renderings and like Atlantis, I thought it was really interesting because, you know, we were going to be, we didn't want it to look stupid or silly, and we also wanted to see or discover all the different like underwater cities. I think as humans, we're above water, and like unless you go down in a submarine, or even if you do, a lot of it is kind of enveloped in darkness. So I think there was a kind of a genuine human curiosity to see what it's like down there. They did a good job with that. And then also a lot of the battle scenes were pretty good, and then obviously you're gonna have different sea animals get involved, which could be kind of silly and over the top. And at some points it was, but I think overall it was handled in an appropriate way. And yeah, overall the movie was really good. It's not Saving Private Ryan or Casablanca or anything too highfalutin, but I thought, you get what you paid for. You get a nice escape. You get to learn about Aquaman. There's like some cool battle scenes. You get to see the different species of underwater people that are living there, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's definitely left me wanting more for a Aquaman 2, which I definitely assume there will be one. And yeah, that's about it. Any other quibbles? Not really quibbles, but these type of movies, I'm always wondering like why. I also wondered about it in the standalone Marvel movies like Iron Man or Hulk or Thor, whatever it is. And this is not to spoil it, but when the world is threatened, can Aquaman call Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman? Like, I know you don't want them to be in the movie, and it's a standalone movie, but I always wondered, like, gotta be a way to kind of like, maybe they're busy somewhere else. Because obviously, it's something that's threatening the Earth. You know Superman knows all about it. Wonder Woman is quite, if you look at the cartoons, the movies, comics, she's quite knowledgeable about Atlantis and, you know, their people. So I'm pretty sure she would come right away and help, unless, so maybe like some throwaway scene where Aquaman's like, hey, I don't need you guys. This is Atlantis business. Let me take care of the underground, and you guys just kind of minimize any of the crazy stuff that's going outside the ocean. I don't know. But overall, I thought the movie was really good. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7 or an 8. So And yeah, that's about it. So if you guys like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'm gonna try to upload a video about Into the Spider-Verse, which I also really enjoyed, as well as Bumblebee, which I just saw. So wait for that. And besides that, I hope all you guys enjoy the rest of your 2018 and the best to all of us in 2019, right? All right, I'll see you in the next video.